I want us to talk about, before we try to wrap things up, the 100 yards of wellness, because like game changer in terms of like what other programs do, what other programs have, like nobody is really doing that kind of thing. And we were talking about this earlier about between the training room and the equipment room, like those being places where the guys like to hang out together, but it feels like a club, if you will, sometimes. Like talk about that space and like how that has helped benefit like the relationships between players, relationships between various staffs in the football program, like that whole thing. What makes it special?
Yeah, I mean, and I think it ultimately goes, to Coach Sweeney's vision of just kind of like holistic, wellness. It's not just silos of, weight rooms over here and recoveries over here, equipment's over here, athletic training over here. It's like, it's an open, collaborative, thing. I think that's the coolest parts, and it's just overall wellness. One huge room, huge space, and obviously, sports medicine and the castle are who are really housed in there, and I think that collaboration and we're all sharing Coach Sweeney's vision of what he wants for overall wellness, and so that's what's fun working together. And like even we got the foot scanner in there, so it's like something that it's not just the athletic training room or just the castle in there. Like there, we have nutrition bar in there, and then our foot scanner that Nick and I talk about every day, and scanning these guys, making sure we got them in the right cleats and all of that, and then just the doctor's offices availability we have for so it's diagnostics, it's rehabilitation, it's just treatment, it's just a place to sleep, it's place to come hang out, place to get in the cold tub. Is
it nicer than that tent y'all are in?
A little bit.
Oh gosh,
little upgrade.
That's not even the worst I've had to work out of. So
nice.
We've had some.
That was crazy work in the summer. 98 degrees.
But that AC worked.
That AC did. Once we got
that AC worked.
It turned into an igloo.
It was cold. It'd be like sweating walking from your car. Then you step in there.
And you felt,
It was.
It's like the things that the ice chambers that we have for fall camp. That's exactly what it was like when it got cold.
There were some days it got about that cold.
Yeah,
it felt like.
So,
like in the morning too. Like when we have an early morning thing, it would be like 50 in there.
If you left it on in there for a while, it could definitely get to that point.
It worked.
Pat, before we wrap up too, I'd love to hear, you were obviously athletic training on the professional level as well. You were with the Cowboys. Differences between professional and collegiate athletics when it comes to training? Yeah.
I had a great experience there with the Cowboys and their staff. I think it's just one thing that that staff does there. Like they have great relationships with their players too, but it's just such a players just come and go like all the time, and so the ability to came in at the same time as Adam and be able to see him throughout his whole career, and now future going forward, hopefully able to be here a long time and see just players go through their whole college life, through that is just cool, and be able to have and build those relationships, that way. And, obviously just different stages in life too of the athlete, right? Like 17 years old, like you were 17 until season.
July 14th.
And so, 17-year-old kid straight out of high school who, versus a 30-year-old vet, who's been in for a while, just obviously different phases of life, different perspectives. And I don't know, I feel like that's why I enjoy college so much, is just, I feel like I just relate and, to like this age group, I guess, and all of that, just, so less business, I guess, college, and more, development, as opposed to, NFL, just, more business than development.
Also in the NFL, a lot of players they go to see other doctors outside of the NFL.
Yeah, or they'll
Before you
have
get
like,
injuries.
or anything. They'll have their own massage therapist or their own, anything like that. Or they've,
So,
all those sorts of things. And so it's just a different, whole different ball game. Love the experience. Great learning experience. And, but yeah, I think that to me, it's just that relationship aspect and all that you're able to build here in the college level.
I think one cool thing too is, the goal obviously for a lot of these guys is to get to that next level. So getting them, being here, being able to help them get to that point, feels awesome to see them accomplish that dream that they've always had. So that's one thing about the college level that I think is different, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Final thought, your favorite Sweeneyism.
Oh gosh. Oh boy. Okay.
There's a plethora, I know.
Am I on the spot on this one? Well, the first one that comes to my mind is the one that I really can't, I can't say it fully. I'm gonna mess it up. I'm gonna just start off.
This is mine too. I already know which one you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Here it goes. I will do what I can while I can. So when I cannot, I will not. Wish that I could have when I should have. Had the opportunity, something like that. I don't know.
You're really close.
All right, go ahead. Just say it.
That was it.
I think he's. Maybe he got it right. I will do what I can while I can, so that when I cannot, I will not wish that I would have when I could have.
Yeah. Okay.
Could have.
I think it's would have when I could have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I've been here 13. It's my 13th season. I've heard it a couple times. I think I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. No,
that's got to be my favorite though. It's when you actually think the whole phrase. It does make sense.
It makes a lot of sense. Yeah. And shoot, you want to live that phase, that phrase out a lot because you look back on a lot of things and it's like, what I could have done differently then, and then that's what I feel like with athletes. You can go down a dark path. You start thinking about, oh, what if I would have did this or what if I would have did that. You just got to be content at where you're at and just look at the future and just try to strive to be your best every single day.
Well, and still, you don't know what the future is, right?
Exactly.
So you got to do what you can now.
Yeah.
As a man thinketh, so is he. I don't know. That's the one that sticks with me. It's like, again, it's not about what outsiders' perception is. It's about what is right, who you are, who you can be, and living up to that expectation.
Really, I like that one too.
Well, it has been so good talking with you guys today. I hope y'all have enjoyed talking with me too. Fans, make sure you tune in, subscribe, watch all the next episodes as they drop. That's going to do it from Studio C at the Clemson Athletics Branding Institute. I'm your host, Daja Davidson, and this is Two Right Turns.